Friends, today we have a little book titled I Like My Grandparents. So I know this is my title because besides the word I, the word like has a capital L, the word my has a capital M. I know that in my title I will have capitalized words even if they're not the first word. So I like my grandparents. Who do you think is talking in this story? Probably the little girl. You're right, because these are older people. Those are probably the grandparents. I like my grandparents. I like to see my grandparents. I see a table. I see a box. Ooh, who do you think brought that box for her? I think her grandparents did. Look, she's opening it, and it looks like the grandparents gave her that box. I see a train. I like my train. That was sure kind of her grandparents, wasn't it? I like my grandparents. I like to hug my grandparents. Do you think she would like her grandparents even if they didn't give her a toy? I think she would. That was a special treat, wasn't it? Let's read the story one more time. I like my grandparents. I like my grandparents. I like to see my grandparents. I see a table. I see a box. I see a train. I like my train. I like my grandparents. I like to hug my grandparents. It's a nice treat when we get to see grandparents, isn't it? If you'd like to tell me about your grandparents after you read the story, that would be great. But be sure to record yourself reading this story on Seesaw.